in a row as well. It's looking pretty good. Let's hear from Declan Rice.
Declan, many congratulations. Another clean sheet, another win. What was the key to unlocking this latest one?
To be honest with you, Burnley, since they've come back into the Prem, they've been unbelievable. We've watched a lot of their games, the intensity they have, the wins they've picked up, and obviously to come here to Turf Moor is tough. They've not lost here, and they've maybe lost one in like 18 months, our manager said. So we know it's going to be a tough test, but it was about sticking to our principles, doing the basics really well today. It was a windy day, they play a lot of direct balls, so staying with our pairs and winning a lot of second balls, and in the end our quality shone through, and we could have had 3 or 4 in the first half. Second half weren't the best performance, but showed that other side to it where we can grind out results.
2 contrasting goals. It's important to keep showing those faces, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's important. We keep scoring goals, and however they come or whoever they come from, everyone can keep chipping in, and 2 goals was perfect for us.
Lung busting run from yourself?
Yeah, I think, to be honest with you, if you look at the goal as a whole, we're defending a long throw in line with our 18-yard box. Big Gabby wins the header, powerful, wants to win the ball, wants to do anything to get a clean sheet, and then we all break, and luckily enough I keep running, and it was a great header. It was like a traditional number 9 header, so I'm buzzing.
How would you assess that performance today?
Well, really happy because we came to a really tough place, and they lost once in 18 months against Liverpool in the last second of the game, and we knew the difficulty of that. I think the first half we were exceptional, scored 2 goals, could have scored another 2 or 3 easily, and don't concede anything. And in the second half we dropped a little bit our level, our standard, especially with the ball, without really suffering, apart from the last free kick. Very happy.
Victor Gyökeres was immense in that first half, wasn't he? Is he okay though?
I don't know, he felt something muscular in one of the actions. I fully agree with you. I think it's one of the best matches he's played overall. He was everywhere, scored a goal, so very happy with him.
2 goals that were very different but quite familiar in an Arsenal sense, weren't they?
Yes, the first one a set piece, and the second one a situation in open spaces. When we arrive, Declan makes a huge run, Leo plays the ball to him. It was really good. We could have scored a few more as well.
I think I mentioned Declan's name about 1,000 times in commentary today. He was outstanding again, wasn't he?
He was everywhere, and we talk about evolving as a player. I think today, he sums up really well what we want to do with him, the areas that he's affecting the game, attacking, defending, the opposition box, in our own box, on set pieces. That's what we need from him.
Another win and another clean sheet, but does this feel different this season for you?
Well, when you keep winning, you are obviously very happy, and we still have huge margin to improve in sets and departments. Again, to win that many consecutive matches and the clean sheet is very difficult to do in football. So be creative.
Better is. Life's good when you're winning, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's why you can play Declan kind of as in the box-to-box midfield player, a bit Frank Lampard-esque, I think, wasn't it? Kind of getting in there. Zubat Mendy plays as the pivot, and that means he can get in the box. And at 6'4", you're not going to stop him when he gets a run on it.
Before we talk that, a number of first-round FA Cup games into extra time. Could it be a glorious day for Western-super-Mare of National League South? They're leading the National League side Aldershot Town by 2-1 now in extra time. James Wade with a goal on 110 minutes. Swindon into the lead against Rotherham United. Darren Oldacre with a goal on 116 minutes. Buxton 2-1 up against Chatham Town. Connor Kirby and Lincoln City drawing 1-1 away at Salford City at the moment, but it's going to be tough in the final few minutes of extra time because Dariqua has just been sent off for a second bookable offence in that game. And the game between Wigan and Hemel Hempstead is going to be a big upset. There'll be massive penalties about to be taken in that game. Absolutely no drama, though, for the leaders, Arsenal, at Turf Moor this afternoon, winning by 2-0. And Merce, they just continued to produce such impressive games. I mean, 3 times opponent to no shots on target. That's happened 5 times total in the Premier League across the season, and Arsenal have 3 of those. At the moment, they look unbeatable, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They defend so well. I mean, Edwards hit the post. I know that's not on target because he's hit the post, but he had a free kick, last kick of the game that hit the post. But bar that, never looked like scoring. Everything that comes in the box is cleared. They head everything out. Got 2 defenders that want to defend. They got 2 fullbacks that want to stop crosses. And Declan Rice, he wouldn't be far off a 10 out of 10 today.
That header as well.
Oh, his header was phenomenal. He's run the length of the pitch. I mean, everything he does, he just doesn't stop. I thought he was phenomenal. My worry would be when Gyökeres went off at half-time, they were nowhere near the same team. Nowhere near. Mourinho come on, he sort of knits it together, but they never really got up the pitch and threatened too many times. So, but yeah, you watch them, they're a well oiled machine with a lot of talent in that machine as well, and that's very unusual. Usually you get a machine. This reminds me of the Mourinho team, you know, that he had at Chelsea. You know, efficient machine, but had so much talent in it as well, and that's not a good cocktail for everybody else.
And Slavia Prague away in the Champions League to come this week, and were they not to concede in that game, that would be 8 clean sheets in a row in all competitions, which would be a club record. I mean, that is the level at which they're defending this season. And we showed the graphic of that Chelsea record from the 04-05 season. Keep getting the wrong way round. Could you see that being overturned, but potentially this season by Arsenal?
It's some doing. It's some doing, and especially when it gets later on in the season, when they might have had the league wrapped up and they're still in the Champions League. You never know with the amount of games and how many people they got.
3 and 15. I mean, one of those was at Anfield, and it's an absolute worldie from Szoboszlai.
Yeah, well, a worldie, an absolute worldie, and it's still some doing. You look at it now, they got to go 9, 18, 27, 3 lots of 9s, and let in 4 goals out, and that's some going. But I watched today. And I watched the team never, ever, bar the free kick at the end, last kick of the game that hit the post, never, ever looked like scoring.
Yeah.
And they wasn't that bad, Burnley. They wasn't that bad. It was just unbelievable defending.
Yeah, you obviously played with a lot of people speak about that. Where do you rank this one against that one?
It's a little bit different because, I mean, Tony and Baldy would literally just step up and put their hand up, and you'd literally get offside after offside. There was a different rule in them days, in my opinion. You know, if you went to close the goalie down and the ball got kicked and it got headed back, you're offside. It don't matter where you are. So I just think with pitches like they are now, and the way the ball's moved, and now, you know, I don't see anybody nowadays. You know, when you watch football before, you used to think, oh, he had a bad... No one's got a bad touch anymore, have they? I don't know if it's the pitches or what the game... I'd have to say now, I'd have to say this is just off the charts, what I'm watching. And it's not just him, it's Zuma Mendy, and then it's Rice. I mean, I could easily give Rice 10 out of 10. I've never seen it. He just doesn't stop running. He does all the hard work. You know, he just does everything. It's scary. Honestly, I watch, and I was only watching the game in the end to see if they could have a shot on target. Shot on target.
And they didn't, and that's the third.
Continued their dominance. It started really well for them. Gyökeres scoring in the first half.
I mean, they're just so good at set pieces. I mean, gone are those days where they got all these tiny little technicians. You know, physically they're so strong. Set pieces, they're great. One of the best defensive team in the Premier League. It's just, how about this for a ball from Gyökeres? Love that ball.
Wonderful. And equally as good a ball from Trossard into the box, and Declan Rice with a wonderful header. You see, even at 1-0, you just, and we spoke about this before the game, we just cannot see Arsenal conceding goals at the moment. And 1-0